2018 Yamaha R3. Dude. Back on a 300 class. Oh my god, yes, it's so low. And so lightweight. And so crazy. Compared to the MT10 where I'm like, it's crazy. That's all I can say. Crazy. I like how I have a gear indicator. That's something that the Ninja 300 really never had. It's so cute. I feel so cramped on this bike. So cramped. Eventually get there. Oh. I have to remember how little power there is in a 300 class bike. Like legit, like gunning it. The handlebars are definitely low on this. I'm so used to sitting much more upright. It's got that little sort of hunker down, bunker down situation. Did we lose some bikes back there? Possibly. It's kind of fun to be on a small class bike again, honestly. I'm not a fan of these mirrors though. And the brakes. They're budget brakes. You have to really press on to get anywhere. I just can't see beside me because the mirrors are so far in. You know what I mean? Be much smoother on the clutch on this bike. It's so fun! I love it! I sort of miss this. It feels more stable. It's not as twitchy as I sort of remember the last R3 that I demoed. Again, that was a little bit modified. I think the grips brought you a little bit more downward on that to lower it just a hair. But stock setup, not bad. I just wish I had more pickup and go. And of course the top end is going to be limited. It needs a re-gearing, maybe just a little slight. It's nice to be on a 300 again. So looking at the instrument cluster, it taps out at 1300 as the RPM red line on the Rippon scale, the 13s. Above all, nice controls. You can definitely feel when you switch gears. And cornering is definitely there. But I remember when I started on a Ninja 300, that thing felt like a rocket. And now that I'm back on a 300 after over a year and a half of riding, coming on to 2 years, it's interesting. It feels like a little toy. I mean, it's got the pickup and go, don't get me wrong. I would still have one just to play around with on, because you can just pin it through turns and take turns with confidence. But above all, it's not scaring me in any way, shape, or form like the Ninja used to when I was a new rider. And so that's why I still recommend. I mean, you guys, you think a 300 is slow, but when you get on it for your first bike or your second bike or something like that, it's different. It feels really fast and pick up and go. And trust me, these are not slow bikes. They just take a little bit of time to get up and go. The upside to that, though, is that they're so smooth. I mean, I don't have to think, where is my hand? Is it going to twitch on a speed bump or something? Is it going to jump me up in the air or wheelie on me? Not at all with this bike. It's plenty of pick up and go where you need it at the top end, you know? Not at all. It's got plenty of that high-end power, but just a lack of torque to get to it, you know? The controls, the shifting, all that, very lightweight. The only thing that I feel is lacking is the brakes. Come on, bike, you can do it! See, we're going like 75, 78. It gets there. It just takes a little time to get to there. And it's fun because of that. I love it. I really do. I can focus more on my turns. It leans with confidence. A little bit of handlebar pressure, and it just wants to fall over. No complaints at all there. No complaints. I wouldn't buy one new from the dealership only because the price, unless you really want something like that and you can spend the money, but you can get a used Ninja 300 or an R3 for dirt cheap because first bikes unfortunately get sold off and sometimes get dropped. If you're getting one that has perfect fairings on it, put freaking frame sliders on it. Good God, people. Fairings on these things are horrifically expensive. $800 for a main fairing on a Ninja 300 from what I've experienced versus like $100, maybe $150 for frame sliders. It's going to save you some insurance rates there a little bit. It's so easy to ride something like that. I'm just doing this honestly for the fun. And I'll give you guys my impressions as we ride here, but it's more for the fun for me, just because I haven't been on a 300 in so dang long. I'll give you the pros and the cons. I mean, you've got gear indicator, you've got a fuel indicator. I wish I had fuel indicator on my current bike, the Ninja freaking 919. Sorry, the Ninja 919. Good God, the Honda Hornet 919. Same. No rider modes. Brakes could definitely be improved, but if you get on them, they will stop you. Just don't think they're as good as a dual caliper rotor in the front and single in the back. But then again, it's still a very lightweight bike on top of that. So, I mean, it's interesting. It's cheap. It's affordable. It just works. It just works. But yeah, there you have it. The Yamaha R3 2018. My sort of impressions after owning so many higher end bikes. You guys can check out the rest of this. The playlist will be at the end of the video. And well, hey, if you have any questions or thoughts on this bike, let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you ride safe. Sonic Moto signing out.